Alrighty, folks, areas and scale factors, some practice questions, type of thing you might see on a test. So same stuff as last time. Let's get down to business. A 5-inch by 8-inch photo is digitally enlarged by tripling its dimensions. What is the area of the new picture? I want to look at this sort of in two different ways to make sure we got our heads around all this area stuff still. Okay, so the quick way to do this would be to say the area of the image is what we're after. And the area of the original, or the actual, is 5 by 8, which is 40, and it was in inches squared. Okay, so the area of the image, if you remember, is k squared times the area of the actual. So that's going to give us our scale factor here. It said it tripled its dimensions, so k is 3. We're multiplying by 3. And the area of the actual was 40. So this becomes 9 times 40, which is 360 square inches. Okay. Now, when I do this, I usually go through a class, figuring it with my own class, how this sort of squared factor comes into play. And then by the time we get to doing some problems, they all think, why are you squaring that? And they sort of forget why it works. So just a quick reminder is that if the original was 5 by 8, so we had 5 here and 8 there, and we triple the dimensions, we end up with 15 by 24. And what do you get if you take 15 by 24? Well, you get 360. And that's all there is to it. Okay? So a blueprint for a new playground is drawn to scale. The area of the actual park is 4,000 square feet, and the area of the blueprint is 1.5 square feet. What scale factor was used in sketching the blueprint? Okay, so scale factor. We know that the squared scale factor is the area of the image. Okay, hang on. Image divided by the area of the actual. Okay, so we've got k squared is the area of the image was only 1.5 square feet, divided by the area of the actual one was 4,000 square feet. Okay, so I guess we could write this as a fraction if we really wanted to, but this is going to turn out to be messy with this squared business. So let's write it as a k squared equals, and well, actually it's very rare for me, so you're fortunate if you're a person that doesn't like fractions. Very rare for me to actually write anything as a decimal, so consider yourselves lucky on this. So k squared is equal to that number. So if I'm going to find out what k is, I'm just sort of going to take a square root of both of these things, like that. And let's see what we get for a decimal answer for this stuff. I'm getting 0.0194. So I'll let you off with a decimal instead of a fraction this time, but we'll go with lots of decimal places. And that's not even equal. That's actually close to. So our actual one, my calculator only gives me so many digits. I'm getting an answer of 0.0193649,167. So I did have to round off a bit there. Don't like to round things off when we can have exact values. If we wanted an exact value for this, we'd say that k squared was equal to 3 over 4,000. And so k would be equal to the square root of 3 over the square root of 4,000. And that's not really a very pretty number, and we'd have to rationalize and stuff. So because that turned out to be not so nice, I just allowed it to sort of go with the decimal. Okay, so remember the same kind of things that we look at. It's the squared scale factor when we compare the ratio of the areas, right? So we multiply by the square of the scale factor to get the area of the image, and we divide to get the area of the actual. All right, good luck. Hopefully that's helpful. See you in the next one.